Pre-mixed houseplant soil mixes can be rather expensive, especially if you've got lots of plants to pot up or in their large pot sizes. And with the absolute abundance of information on Monstera and Philodendron soil mixes, it can be slightly overwhelming. So this video, I'm going to show you my recipe, but in a very short, concise way. My recipe is measured in ratios, so you can use whatever measurements you like. And I will also put up costings per litre on the screen as well, and then a summary at the end of the total cost for making your own soil mix. This video was highly requested, so hello if you're joining me on TikTok, Instagram or on YouTube, and let's get on with it. I will also be potting up my Philodendron Pink Princess that you just saw there that I rooted aeroponically. So for my base, I'm starting with John Innes No. 2 soil at a ratio of 3 cups. John Innes soil is not a brand, it's a formula, and you can get it under multiple brands, so the pricing may vary. This peat-based compost is slightly acidic, which is what our Philodendrons and Monsteras like. It's not heavily dense, and the peat allows lots of moisture retention and nutrient retention, which is really important. If you did want to see a peat-free version of this, just let me know in the comments and I will try and make one. It will be slightly more expensive and contain a few more ingredients because we have to make up for moisture loss and nutrient loss. Different types of bark and the clay balls allow for aeration in the soil. Also, the bark does break down after a while, which mimics its natural environment of being in a forest. Perlite doesn't break down as quickly and prevents soil compaction. The rainforests where these plants grow are known for its nutrient-rich soils, and so I'm adding the worm castings in there to give it an added nutrient boost. I'm adding a little activated charcoal for aeration, and it has some antimicrobial properties, so hopefully it'll fare well with this very young cutting. Lessen the chances of any root rot or any other harmful diseases in the soil. You can see that my mixed soil is nice, chunky and loose. It's got lots of air in it. It should be fine for new roots going through. And it mimics the Monstera and Philodendron's natural soil environment in Central and South America to the best of my abilities. Choosing the smallest pot you can for a new cutting is really important because the roots aren't fully developed yet, they're not fully spread out in the potting soil, so won't absorb all the moisture you're going to put into it when you water it, and any leftover remaining water has the potential to cause root rot for your plants. I've always found it so much better to underwater your Monstera and Philodendron plants than to overwater or put them up into a larger pot that might be nice and pretty but isn't actually what your plant needs. I would have gone a little smaller for this plant, but it has quite a long stem and I couldn't fit all the roots under the soil with a smaller pot. Tapping the sides of the pot gently is the best way to ensure all areas of the pot have soil in it without damaging the roots. And the last thing that you need to do whenever you're potting up any plant, even if it's an outdoor plant, is to water it in. And there you have it, that is our Philodendron and Monstera soil mix. So now I'm sure you're curious to know how much this costs. So the total cost for this, if you're making 8 litres, would be £5.28, which is a cost per litre of 66p. The costings throughout this video were based on a litre ratio, and the prices reflect what I found online and what you can get from garden centres. In terms of comparing it to pre-mixed soil mixes, obviously the less mix you buy, the more expensive it is. So it really is cheaper, a lot cheaper to make your own soil mix if you have the space. And that has been this video. If you would like to see any of my other soil mixes, please let me know what plants you would like to see soil mixes for. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.